listen. Feel like I made it. Stacking my cheddar, know where I wanna be at. Feel like I'm famous. Every time they see me post and wait for reacts, they get the greatest.
Yo, this is Johnny Trombone checking in with you live from the WildKast podcast. I got my ear to my right.
Beer Society 2.0. What's up?
Yes, sir. Right here to my left.
Stick Duffels, how you guys doing? Welcome.
How's y'all day today, man? Pretty good?
Yeah, my day was pretty chill. You know, running around doing errands.
Can't complain, another day of gaining and maintaining.
Maintain.
Yeah.
Speaking of gain and maintain, what do you think about Roe vs. Wade?
Man, that's a crazy topic right there. Well,
So do you think the law of them voting against taking away like the abortions for certain
The rights
states,
for them?
the
Yeah.
rights, do you think a government should have the willpower or like be able to take away somebody's rights?
well, I believe in women's rights and your body, your choice.
Yeah.
So you should do what you want with your body, but technically, you know, killing a baby is wrong. You know, and it has a heartbeat. But there's circumstances, you know. Let's say if you've been, you know, raped or like incest, then I'm for abortion. But besides that, I'm against it.
So you're with the politicians on taking away the...
I'm not with the politicians. I just think that's wrong. Like
He's not with anybody, his own morals.
By my own morals.
I mean, for me personally,
going through the Bible, you know.
yeah,
that is true.
the Bible, yeah. But for me personally, I think, you know, it's obviously a woman's choice. Being through it, I mean, for me, a woman's temple is their own temple, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm with a girl, I just feel that the girl has a right to say, hey, I want this kid, I don't want to have this kid, but it should be a discussion between both of us, you know what I'm saying?
So I got a question. How would you feel if you love this woman and you get her pregnant and she wants to get an abortion?
That's tough, man, because you gotta look at your circumstance in life, where you are at that point in time. Like,
But
can
you love her, and you got your shit together. She just wants to have an abortion.
Yeah. I'll never put myself in that situation. That's my answer to everything. I'll never put myself in that situation. I'll never
For sure.
Never say never.
Never say never.
Never say I'm not gonna do it.
Damn. Roe vs. Wade, man, that is a crazy thing, man. I don't know, I just feel like an old man shouldn't be able to...
Tell you what to do with your body.
Yeah, like, it's
course.
kind of fucked up, you know? Yeah, like, give them the right to do some shit. Like,
I mean, yeah, they if women could do all the jobs we can do, I mean, I really feel like they should be able to have all the say in what they want to do, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be, at the end of the day, one type of person shouldn't dictate the rights for everybody else, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Everybody should be able to have that input, but
It just sucks, you know. I feel like that infant or fetus should have a chance of life. You never know who that person could be or what it could do. Even going through a struggle, that it could be successful. I mean, you can't doubt it just because it's coming from crazy circumstance, you know.
But it's a hot topic, and no matter your answer, you're not nobody. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not gonna agree with you.
Oh,
like,
for sure. No.
Like if you say you for it, they're like,
No.
fuck you. You say you against it, they're like, fuck you. Like it's just like, what am I gonna do? Like I just say solid topic, but to each their own. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure. I mean, every woman should decide what they want to do with their body, but you know, at the end of the day, if you're religious, it's not something you should do.
Yeah.
But like I said, you know, if depends on your circumstance. If you got like rape or incest, or maybe the birth could cause death or something like that, go ahead, go for the abortion. Fuck it.
Go for the kid. Go for the kid. Oh Lord. Yeah.
The government gonna eat that fetus up.
Hey, they gonna pay for it somehow, right?
Hey,
that is kind of fucked up, man, to think about.
we need to take a poll to see what our audience would go for.
What do you guys think? Roe vs. Wade.
Beat us up in the comments. Go ahead.
This guy's a piece of shit.
Wow, that's some real shit. Like,
Yeah.
you cannot have an abortion. Like, you can't.
I know.
Imagine a night out or some shit. Like,
Wow. That's some new shit though. Abortions didn't exist 100 years ago, did they?
They probably did, but they probably
Fucking failed
did it
abortion.
the whole old-fashioned way.
Wow.
Throw somebody down the stairs. A couple of stomach punches.
oh my god.
Some crazy shit.
A mortal technique. Oh
All right, back on topic.
my god. Yeah. You were telling me that how many suits I had.
Oh, for sure. So, I think every man should have at least 5 suits in his closet
Yeah.
for every single circumstance. You know,
What
like
circumstances?
church. You should have a church suit, a business suit.
Oh my
What else?
God.
A going out suit. What else?
Funeral suit,
Funeral suit.
wedding suit.
Wedding suit. Exactly. I
So
mean,
you should have like different colors. Or
different
like-
colors, different combinations.
Hey,
Different colors, different combinations.
Yeah.
I think
Fitted, you
a
know.
TikTok. You know, when they crack with their
Steve Harvey. Yeah. Yeah. Cream,
Oh,
blue,
yeah. Oh, for sure.
white. What he
Bro,
said?
I haven't
Beige.
literally
Right.
like suits are like the last thing ever on my mind to own because I feel like we live in an era now like suits are, unless you work in a job like you know.
I mean, if you're gonna be in a business-oriented place, I feel like you should at least dress kind of like
Yeah.
with a suit. You know,
Elon Musk wears what he wants.
He
Okay,
does, but he's already a millionaire
but he was doing that before then. You know what I'm
because
saying?
he's smart and got money.
Sometimes a suit could be like a way of feeling like good about yourself.
Okay, so I got a question.
Yeah.
So you go to court and your lawyer pulls up in some Jordans. How you gonna feel about
You see,
that?
it depends on your career. Like a
Hey,
joke.
he's probably wrong.
And I'm sure they have a dress code, but no, it depends on the job though. For real,
But
like,
that's what
like
I feel like a suit can be acceptable anyway.
For
To be
sure.
honest, for anyone.
It's like
Depends on the color and shit.
you go out to a club and you see somebody wearing a suit, you're gonna like kind of like respect them and be like, damn, this guy's kind of fresh. Instead of somebody just wearing whatever, you know.
nah, I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like-
I done see people in the club with suits. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're doing too much.
You doing
Yeah,
too
like
much.
they have like don't have the whole vest on.
But
Like,
it depends on what
Three
club.
piece with the suit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
It
saying?
depends what club
Top
you're
hat.
going to. You know, if you're going to a luxury club, high class club, then yeah. But if you're going to like downtown Sway and you're wearing a suit, don't recommend
Then
it.
you security. Hey, shout out to Sway Security, man.
For sure.
I fuck with y'all boys.
Oh man. Have you ever had to like doing security? Like, what's the craziest thing that you experienced like in a nightclub?
Man, this is a weird story to tell, but the craziest thing I've experienced. So at Sway, I work the right side of the VIP when you come up the stairs next to the DJ booth, right? And there's a stage there. You can look down, and the girls usually like dancing in front of the stage. And it was these girls dancing in front of the stage, and a guy just came up behind them. It was like he was dancing,
Yeah.
and he literally shot off on a girl and then dipped, bro.
What the fuck?
And she freaked out, started crying. Like, I tried to catch her, but yeah. That was the weirdest shit I've ever seen, bro. Like, in real time. Like, some creepos out there. Ladies, don't get too drunk out there, man.
Yeah.
Creeps all
That
around.
was fucking wild.
And dudes, stop being creeps.
They shot up at a girl. That's crazy.
Hey, they shot something at the
How did he get like to the point of climax like that fast? Like to fucking.
He's a serial shooter.
He wasn't doing your job, bro. He was a cannon.
Listen, I found out after the fact, bro. Like, my job is to make sure nobody comes to the VIP and the VIP is taken care of. You feel me? Gem Pop, I feel sorry for y'all.
Yeah, that's rough, bro.
Interesting.
It's about to get worse. So if you're faint of heart, if you're liberal, if you just don't want to hear that shit, I suggest you just click off now and use this code that I'm about to leave for you for wildboy.com.
Hey, so like, where y'all feel like y'all fashion game is compared to like what you see out there now? Like, you feel like chicks dig what you rock, or you feel like you're behind, you feel like you advance, and how do you feel about what you wear? Other than these fresh AK shirts that we wear for every podcast.
I dress for the occasion, so if I'm going to a nice luxury restaurant, I wear a button-up shirt, some nice shoes, slacks. If I'm going like downtown Fort Lauderdale or downtown Miami or something like that, I wear like, you know, nothing too crazy, a tee and some jeans.
For me, I think my style is more like, I have like seasons. Like I find something that I like or that I'm really into, and I like rock it until I feel like, all right, I don't need to rock anymore. So like, my look for the summer was my thigh-high shorts. You know what I'm saying? With the rip fronts. But like, I always had a.
Everybody have their own style and swag.
Yeah.
So why do you think women are so impressed by designer gear?
Cause money.
Money.
It just shows money. Like face value.
You know, sometimes suits could be more expensive than designer gear, and they don't even know that.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Pretty
crazy.
fucking Tom Ford, you wouldn't even know. For sure.
Wouldn't even know. Or even wearing a $1,300 Versace shirt.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think just like status and like how out there it looks. Like, damn, look at that. He got on a whole fucking Louis V setup. You know what I'm saying? Like the status of the brand and shit.
Yeah.
So
Remember, like I said on the last cast, like I was like, everything is face value now. So if you don't look flashy, you don't look like you're enticing for somebody to look for, then they're like, oh, whatever. Like, but if you look like, oh shit, check out his shoes, check out his shirt, like, you know, they don't try to check for that. Like, oh, let me look at this person. Let me see who followed him on Instagram.
There's
or
pros and cons to that, you know.
yeah.
You could be a lick just wearing designer gear, setting yourself up, you know.
Don't put yourself in that situation.
Do you think people who wear designer are insecure of themselves?
Nah, not everybody. Nah. I don't even think insecurity has anything to do with it, really. I really feel like everybody's just trying to get it, like show their way, like show their worth, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause everybody wants to be worth something. Everybody wants to show their worth to the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like with fashion, everybody's like, yo, I'm different, check me out. Like, you know what I mean? Like I can do just like the next man, you know what I mean?
Good, but like your worth shouldn't be like equal to fucking like what I got on and shit.
It shouldn't be, but we're in today.
For sure. I wear whatever I want, like as long as it's fresh. I wear a Gucci shirt if it's fresh. I wear, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
a Walmart shirt. As long as it's fresh and it fits like my shoes and my wardrobe, I'll wear it.
Yeah. I just wanted to always wear what I created and shit like that.
Yeah.
Wear your own product.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like instead of wearing somebody else's brand.
Sponsoring the fucking rich European.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit if you wear their shit or not. Like,
Exactly, bro. They look at this shit.
No, for real. No, I agree with that. Like, I definitely want to, like, that's why I always support all my friends, and even like want to build my own shit, just so I can say like, yo, motherfuckers are wearing my shit, and I support them.
For sure. Support will go a long way.
Will it? Will it go on?
But if you haven't noticed, support grows over time. You know, especially if you stay consistent.
Oh, for sure.
So we gonna be definitely putting in that work.
Yeah. Nah, it feels good to be like working towards a goal, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like-minded. I know y'all want to make money and monetize podcasts. Like, what's some ways that you was thinking of monetizing?
Sponsorships, ads. Let's see what else. Sponsorship ads.
I mean, giving back. We monetize by giving back too. Like we give back to you guys. Once we start giving back to you guys, you know, showing love to the community. We monetize by having people give us substance. You know what I'm saying? Real feedback.
Oh, yeah.
I was speaking with a friend of mine, one of my friends, and they was telling me that they wanted to start a community or a non-profit organization for like kids and shit like that. Like take the kids out to a park, like get them working out and shit like that. Like, you know, they'll listen to music and then you'll talk to them and shit. Like kids in the neighborhood and stuff. You know. That would kind of really work.
That's dope. Yeah, we definitely got to get into that one step at a time.
Very interesting, those things, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get involved, because like, when you was growing up, like, how many mentors did you have?
Not a lot. I wish I did.
You know what I'm saying? You have any mentors for you?
Not the right ones. I mean, other than my big brother, or my brother, he was my mentor growing up.
Yeah.
But like, as far as like manly figures, you know, I'm one of those stories. Like, I didn't grow up with all like a bunch of dudes around me. You know what I'm saying? I was raised by women. You know what I mean? Like aunts whoop my ass all over. You know what I'm saying? Keep me in the straight and narrow. But yeah, man.
Do you think like there's a difference between people like who've been raised by just a single mom, or
For sure.
Yeah, there's definitely a difference.
For sure.
In a single family home, like single parent compared to two parents, there's always a difference because you see it. I mean, it's either extreme in both ways. You see it, for instance, like I know of someone who grew up in a two-parent home, but the parents weren't really functioning together. You know what I'm saying? One grew up very needy as far as needing love and attention, and the other one grew up very distant, like as far as like being very cold and hard. You know what I mean? And they grew up in the same household, two different outcomes. You know what I mean? So two parents compared to one is always gonna be different, bro. I mean, like I said, your one parent has to do so much more than the two parents would have to do together, and you're not getting the life lessons that you should from the other parent.
Oh, for sure.
Like a man teaching you how to be a man, or a woman teaching you how to be a woman, or hey, this is not, you know. So you always learn from the back, you learn from the curve.
Think getting raised by just a woman makes you more feminine, like growing up, since you don't have like growing up with dad and having the dad teach you masculine, you know, things.
Nah, cause I'm not.
I mean, you could be an exception, but other people.
Yeah, nah, I don't really feel so for me because even though I didn't have a father raising me, like I still had a big brother, you know what I mean? I still had uncles.
Yeah. So you did have men, like.
But like in my household, like in my home, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't have somebody I could go over the house and be like, hey,
Yeah.
play catch with me. You know what I mean? Like teach me football. Like, nah, I had to go to that coach at the Boys and Girls Club. Like,
For sure.
what about like the military?
military, yeah, they teach you a lot of discipline. Especially from not having any, you know what I mean? They break you before they mold you. But the military teaches you how to understand like life. As far as there's a difference between a need to do something and a want to do something. You know what I mean? So the want is, hey, I wanna be in the military and serve my country, but I also wanna have this great life. You know what I mean? But the need is of the military. So whatever they need you to do, your life comes second to that. So you gotta go over there to Iraq or Afghanistan for a year and, you know, forget about everything. That's what you have to do because you signed that paperwork, you know what I mean? Like, but when you come back, you have to still deal with the family part.
We were talking about dating in 2022. How was dating in the military? Is that difficult?
Dating in the military is difficult?
'Cause I have some friends who were like dating in the
I
military.
heard rumors that everybody hooking up and shit.
Listen, dating in the military, it just depends on the individual. Like, I ain't gonna sit here and like bash military women or anything like that because I've been in relationships with military women, you know what I'm saying? And out of military women. But at the end of the day, the relationships are what you make of it, but there is a lot of intertwining of the ranks and
Interesting.
I mean, I hit a full bird colonel when I was an E6, so I mean,
It happens.
it happens.
That's what's up. That lady in Come to my quarters.
Now it's her quarters.
Did you guys have like therapists and shit? Like psychiatrists?
Yeah, I actually still do therapy.
Yeah.
I used to go to therapy like twice, 3 times a month, but that's like later on in my career. But I mean, even till this day, I go, you know, once a month to my therapist and get everything off my chest.
Do you think that therapists really help?
Yeah, for me, especially with mental health, because like I have to find different ways to cope with my mental health, and learning how to cope with mental health really helps with my day-to-day life. So like, you learn progression, for instance. So for y'all, like from what you were, say, 5 to 10 years ago, do you feel like you had any kind of mental health issues that you feel like you handle well or don't handle well?
Yeah. For sure.
Like what do you feel like you suffer with? Like what do you struggle with the most?
I overthink. I had like millions of thoughts going on at once, and I'm trying to accomplish so many goals all at once, and I feel like I don't have enough time.
So you feel overwhelmed?
Overwhelmed very much. And how I deal with that is, I'm still dealing with it.
So you haven't found a coping method?
Having it's hard, man.
Well, but you're aware that
I'm aware of it, and what I try to do is I try to pray about it, and I try to meditate,
Yeah.
and then I try to stress my body out by working out. So I think about working out
But
time period, you know, and maybe hoping that will help me, you know, overcome this overwhelmness
so how often do you feel that you have a conversation with yourself?
all the time.
I mean about like how you feel inside. Like why do I feel like you ever talk to yourself like why do I feel like this? I don't want to feel like this anymore?
All the time, and I just try to pray about it, and it's hard. Nothing happens. Like you pray, but you never hear nothing back.
That's why
You gotta keep praying.
You gotta keep praying. Yeah, we gotta
Prayer
keep
is
having
key.
more faith.
What I have to say for that person that's not religious, you know what I'm saying? Prayer is not an option for them. So
What would they have to do?
I would say sit outside with yourself, like sit down and just vibe, and really just reflect.
Or maybe talk to somebody about your.
You
know,
can talk to an expert, yeah.
talk to
You
somebody.
know, but not everybody's gonna shell out fucking $700 a million.
that's correct. But you have to use your community support. You know what I'm saying? So we are a part of the community. Like you're my friend. You know what I'm saying? You're my friend. So if I feel like knowing that my struggles and I know how I feel when I want to talk to somebody, I would never turn any of y'all down who like feel like yo I have a really fucked up situation and I want somebody to talk to. Like let me call Quasi. Like I guarantee you send me that message like yo I need you like for real. I'm there. You know what I'm saying? But getting that reciprocated is the hard part. Because men don't want to talk about their mental health, really.
Just
Facts.
too much pride.
Emotions, talk about your emotions, period, for a man is like the worst thing in the world.
Because
I ain't no bitch.
yeah,
Yeah.
feelings and emotions is like almost like people portrayed as a female characteristic.
Trait, yeah.
Men
I
are
agree.
supposed to be strong, emotionless, whatever, you know?
Shit. Sometimes it gets us, man.
It does, but when I get in my emotions, I just like hold it in. Personally, which I don't want like people to see me all.
Hey, you know what's so funny you
crazy
said that?
and shit.
You know how you hold it in?
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, bro, like I'm talking about high school age.
Yeah.
Cause I was a very angry child, and I obviously not until now I know why I was angry, but I was so angry all the time. I always held in my anger, I never let it out. But when if I was in a physical fight or playing sports, that's when that anger would come out, and I use that to my advantage. So I would end up hurting people because of my pent up, and somebody was like, "Yo, you catch an aneurysm and kill yourself." You
Being so angry.
so built up, bro. 'Cause
That's what I'm scared about, you know, just holding that anger, those thoughts, one day might just erupt, you know? Slow
Well, before you move on, we gotta look for the next sniper.
Oh man, for sure.
No, that's true though, bro. Like having anger, you can't just like
Yeah,
you want to let it go, but it's like fuck. But you gotta let it go.
I know there's plenty of people out there that feel the
I mean,
same
that's
way.
why I go to the gym and try to work out. I try to release my emotions on weights and stuff and working out
Yeah.
And you know, sex is also another
and having sex.
stress reliever.
For sure.
Just so you know, gets you right as rain. Because it's a whole different emotions. Whole different emotions that you're feeling.
Yeah, I feel you. You gotta release, you know, that dopamine that comes out when it's coming out.
Literally coming out.
There, my fucking punchline. That was from The Sopranos, by the way. I was like,
stealing quotes.
This cat watches the reruns on YouTube.
Yeah,
With like the story
You ever
arcs.
seen that show?
What?
Sopranos?
No, I haven't. I've heard of them, but I've never.
Every show is like, nah, I never seen it.
I'm not a TV watcher. I don't really watch TV. To be honest, I need to. I guess. I don't.
Yeah, your phone is the new current event, bro.
For sure. I don't have like the attention. How do I say it?
Deficit.
Deficit to fucking sit there and watch an hour, 2 hours, or some shit.
Oh, attention span. Sorry.
Attention span. To watch. They gotta be fucking interesting as fuck, or like teaching me
The
something.
first time you watch it, yeah, it's really good. I watched it.
Actually, no. For me, like for Marvel movies are my shit. So I'll watch a Marvel movie and then I'll watch it again and I'll learn shit the second time around from watching it.
That too.
You know what I mean? Like even like for instance like Nope, that movie that just came out.
You seen that movie?
I haven't seen it yet.
Like I
I mean, you
twice.
can learn a lot from movies and get creative and think of stuff in a different perspective.
You
But
saw
it's just
something
like,
about the opening day?
Yeah, I saw Nope in the movie theaters. Shout out North Carolina.
Hopefully, shut up.
Nah, but yeah, Nope was pretty dope. And you know what's so funny is that when the movie started, I was looking at the cloud. I was like, yo, that cloud looked suspicious as hell.
I had a cover cloud.
that movie's about to get a fucking whole bunch of views now.
Look for the cloud.
That was weird, bro. Like, I feel like if they show it in Hollywood, like it must be real to some extent. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Exaggerated, yeah, but like
yeah. We would be. Hold on, y'all think we the only things out there in the universe? Like, you think we're the only forms of life out here?
Who knows, man?
I don't believe so, bro. Cause if it's infinite universe, bro, like there's
Gotta
So you
be
think
something.
God created like aliens?
If there's aliens,
Bro,
they're demons.
there's things that are created. Like, listen, I'm not trying to get into the religious aspect of it. Well, all I'm saying is that like you'd be stupid to believe that we're the only thing out here.
So, all right.
out here. Period.
We're not trying to get the religious aspect, but I haven't read the Bible, but in the Bible does it say that there's aliens?
I don't think it does.
Who wrote the Bible?
Telephone.
Prophets.
Man wrote the Bible.
Man wrote the
Man can be manipulated.
Oh, for sure.
I feel you. So what do you think? So the Quran. So you think none of the religions like
Nah, like to be honest, I just talked to my cousin the other day. I was like, yo,
is to be followed? Not followed, but like read and shit.
no, I really want to start reading the Quran because I'm all about peace. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like your religious belief should like be who you are as far as like what you believe in your core. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be peaceful.
Yeah.
Like I don't believe anybody better than anybody. You know what I'm saying? So I really think about converting to being a Muslim, bro. Like for real, for real. I literally had that conversation, and he was so
That
happy.
religion is really strict, bro. Really.
Yeah, it's strict, but they're very righteous.
Oh, for sure. If you go to like Dubai or any of those countries like Saudi Arabia, they don't fuck around.
Yeah. Nah,
They do not.
So if somebody want to mail me some content, please hit me up in DMs.
Oh, for sure.
Muslim content?
No, I mean, man, articles. I mean, you can send me a Quran.
Just to learn, you know.
Yeah, just to learn.
Just power.
English, please.
Yo, we just had our first visual podcast, man. Right now we're shooting our third. Our first one was officially released on YouTube. And shout out to everybody involved. And we're gonna keep moving forward, but you know what I'm saying?
I want to thank everyone, all the supporters, everybody that's just listening. Any comments, ideas, opinions, please DM us, comment us.
Appreciate
Any
all the
thoughts?
support from everybody giving us in the DMs like different ideas and themes and stuff.
Yeah, I appreciate all the friends and families and even the associates that are really fucking with us because like we fuck with y'all, and we're gonna continue to do better and continue to grow. Also, I want to shout out the music video shoot. AK was out there strong, showing out. BT Willie, you know what I'm saying, put in work. Video shoot coming out. Support that heavy, yo. We're gonna have that playing at every strip club for real, for real.
Yeah, that's just a thing, man. BT, that's a thing.
BT.
So So we closing out like that. You got a closing statement for the, you don't want to say nothing motivational for them for the week?
Hold on, let me. What's
Motivational.
Hold on, guys. We got something
That's it.
motivational for you coming right now.
Just let me see. Let me think of something motivational.
Something motivational.
Hey, don't act right, man. Just throw them out, bro.
Hey, make sure y'all tell your loved ones every day you love them. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Definitely
what's
tell your
gonna
loved
happen.
ones.
Some motivational, some love. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt to text them, say I love you,
Yeah.
have a good day, take it easy, whatever. You know, it don't hurt. That's it.
That's it. That's what's up. Y'all have a great night, man. Good morning,
God
good
bless.
evening, good afternoon.
I feel like you have to do a lot of editing.
Cause I think this was. I think we were having so much fun. We were nervous.
Pretty much,
I mean, if y'all feel like we have to do another video, like we could shoot it whenever, bro.
Nah, I think this is fun.
That's crazy. Like, you really invested 30 minutes of your life watching this. You gotta think about your life choices, buddy. But nah, we really appreciate you guys. We got those codes for you going on for Wild Boy and Adversity Killers. Check our last podcast. You will see an Adversity Killers code through there. I'm not gonna tell you because you gotta go through the podcast to skim through and find it, or watch through the whole thing so we can get some more money. You dig? But most of all, man, we appreciate you guys, like I said, for the 1,000th time. Have a great day. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night.